What's up, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with kind of like a combo video for DDDs. I want to showcase you guys why this deck never loses to Nibiru, and I just think it's so fascinating that a deck that's literally boss monster is Caesar, and everyone knows that most decks that play Caesar put up it before the 5th summon or threaten it to be the 5th summon, so it always baits Nibiru, but this deck doesn't do that. This deck does it in different ways. Most notably, it just eats a Nibiru and plays through it. It literally gets Nibirus and then just plays right on like nothing ever happened, and I think that's kind of crazy. Now, of course, if they have Nibiru plus other hand traps, the outcome changes, but I want to showcase you guys how this one-card combo, and it's mostly the same for all the other combos, like Kepler and your Gate, they most always play through Nibiru, pre-Gilgamesh, post-Gilgamesh, just depending, just because that's how the new one-card combo is just kind of designed. Now, of course, like I said, if you eat a few hand traps, your combo sequencing kind of changes, and Nibiru can be detrimental just because you've had to use those other extenders to play through the other hand traps. But for the most part, it's really cool that all one-card combos in this deck is very resilient to Nibiru. But remember, if you guys enjoy this type of content, hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell. If you guys really want to help support the channel, hit that join button, become knighted. I'm super appreciative of all my, tongue twister. I'm super appreciative of all my members, and huge shout out to all you guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and start the first combo here, and I'm going to do this kind of post and pre-Gilgamesh to show you guys like the two pivots essentially that can happen. So you're going to activate your DDD Doom Queen Zero Malconex, the best new card we've gotten, to go ahead and place the Gate. We'll go ahead and use Gate's effect to search out our Kepler, normal the Kepler. Kepler will grab us, this card should have been Hollow Man, the Dark Contract with the Zero King, activate it. Use the effect to destroy the Queen, to summon out Copernicus. We'll go ahead and use Copernicus here on summon to go ahead and send the Land Soldier, and then we'll go ahead and activate Land Soldier, destroying the Dark Contract to summon itself. So if you guys remember, this is 3 summons. We'll go effect to increase its level by 2. We overlay for the Wise King Solomon. We go ahead and use Solomon's effect, detaching the Copernicus. I'd normally like to keep the Land Soldier just out of fear of Bystials, but if they were going to Byst you, they'd probably Byst you already. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves the Griffin. So this is summon number 4. Right here, we step on up into our summon number 5, and this is where they decide to show us the Nibiru. They're like, gotcha, right? So we get Nibiru'd here, and we think, oh no, we're cooked, but we have a few things to happen. We're going to go ahead and trigger the Marksman King Tell to go ahead and send our DD Necro Slime to the graveyard. Something I want to say is that I think the deck will change a little bit with the introduction of King Alfred in the new set. I think that King Alfred allows the deck to make not only can this deck play through Nibiru, but the deck should be able to establish like a Caesar before 5. But I don't think that's even necessary. I think that's what's crazy, is it's not even necessary to worry about. But anyway, we'll go ahead and banish this, and we'll go ahead and banish the Copernicus in our graveyard to go ahead and summon out from the extra deck our Flame King Genghis. We'll go ahead and special summon out our Griffin, triggering the Genghis to reborn back out our Marksman King Tell. Now we'll go ahead and turn the Griffin and this into Gilgamesh. So like I said, the opponent decided to Nibiru us before we got to Gilgamesh. So we're going to go ahead and pay 1,000 for Gilgamesh to place 2 scales. We'll go ahead and place the Abyss King Ragnarok and our DD Orthros. We will then go ahead and link these off here into our Sky King Zeus, the King of the Gods, the Olympian Gods, I should say. And we'll go ahead and have a few chain links here. We'll go chain link 1 Ragnarok, chain link 2 Tell. Tell will go ahead and send our Scout Count Surveyor to the graveyard, and Ragnarok will reborn over here our Land Soldier. Now, of course, this could be entirely, however you want to do it, but yeah, so we'll trigger the scale to go ahead and add back our Kepler, and then we'll conduct a Pendulum Summon of Griffin. Now, you could pitch the Kepler you just added back to get a draw off Griffin, so maybe you want to dig for hand traps, maybe whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you, but we'll just keep the Kepler for follow-up, right? So we'll go ahead and synchro here for our King Clovis. And the cool thing about Clovis is it revives a DD monster on summon from Banish, but if you have a Dark Contract, you can revive from Grave. So we're going to target the Flame King Genghis to bring it back, because DDDs count as DDDs. So we're going to bring back our Genghis, and then we're going to hastily overlay here for our Wise King Caesar. Now we'll go ahead and activate the Orthros, targeting the Dark Contract in itself to destroy both. And then since a Dark Contract was destroyed, our Queen will activate in the extra deck here to summon itself out, and non-targeting destroy the Nib on their side of the field. We will then go Sky King's effect to destroy the Queen, and then to get additional Pendulum Summon, the Queen will trigger to place itself back down here in the scale. I notice that my scales keep getting farther over every time. So then we'll conduct our second Pendulum Summon for the turn in the sense of Griffin and Orthros, and then we will, of course, synchro here for our last piece of the puzzle here into our Siegfried. So we have a pretty hefty Nib token. We have our, not really hefty, a King Tell Nib token. We have Zeus, which is a monster effect negate in the hand. Siegfried, and High King. So this is 4 forms of disruption with follow-up through Nibiru, and this is all before on your 5th summon, which is super strong. So, I mean, like this, of course, if you have more cards in your hand, you could do something. I'm just, worst case scenario or best case scenario, they'll throw the Nib token like over on the far side, and you get to just summon your Zeus to the other side and get to utilize all 3 arrows. But in the case of this, we just put in the middle because it's the best place for them to put it, so it limits our arrows. And yeah, so I mean, arguably some people might not put it in the middle just because like maybe they just think we can't play through it and we prove them wrong. But for the most case, OCD and just the general play, people put Nib right here in the center. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's still pretty solid, right? And imagine if this is, you have Kepler plus 4 other hand traps in your hand, your opponent, you know, ain't going to be able to beat this board. And not to mention with the follow-up with Kepler, you already got these guys in rotation. You're going to be able to potentially do a follow-up with the DDD King Crisis. So now I'll quickly showcase you guys what happens when you get hit post-Gilgamesh. Okay, guys, so here's what happens when you get hit with Nibiru post-Gilgamesh. So right here's our 5th summon. Our opponent decides to hold the Nibiru. We go ahead and link off here into our Gilgamesh here. Go and chain link 1 Tel, chain link 2 Gilgamesh. 2 will place the scales, I'm sorry about that, and then 1 will send, there we go. So then we go and activate the Griffin in our hand to go ahead and special summon. Now our opponent is forced to respond with Nib on resolution, because if they let us go any further, we make Zeus, and then Nib's irrelevant, right? So we go ahead and get Nibbed here. We'll go ahead and lose these 2 monsters, and very much like the first combo to play through it, we just end up following up with Gilgamesh. Or not Gilgamesh, Genghis. I missed their names there. To go ahead and banish these 2 here, to go ahead and fusion summon out our Genghis, triggering Ragnarok to bring back out Gilgamesh, and then on the Gilgamesh, this right here will bring out your Land Soldier. So you guys still with me? Perfect. We'll go ahead and link these off here, over here to the far side, or it just depends on which side you build on. If you build over here, you go over here, but we'll just go here. We will then Pendulum Summon 1 using one of our Pendulum Summons to go ahead and go here into Griffin. We will then, very much like the first combo, Synchro off over here for Clovis. Clovis effect to go ahead and bring out our Gilgamesh. Then we'll go ahead and overlay here for Caesar. And then you go ahead and use the same Orthros, targeting the Dark Contract, target itself, pop them both, triggering the Queen and the extra deck to summon itself because the Dark Contract was destroyed. Non-targeting, destroy the Nib on the opponent's side. Use the effect of Zeus to destroy this. This will go to extra deck and then play itself. You get 1 more Pendulum Summon. You go ahead and Pendulum out your final 2 here, Griffin and Orthros, just to go ahead and synchro them here into Siegfried. So again, through Nibiru post-Gilga, you still are able to play through it. Like I said, it's just really nice the deck does have a particular choke point in the sense, or choke point for Nib, not on itself, but you either, they have to Nib you or they lose it, right? So that's what I think is really cool in the combo sequencing, and that's just really awesome. And of course, all the combo sequencing stays the same way. The 1-card Kepler combo gets you into the same instance where the King Tel is your 5th summon. The opening Dark Contract gets you into it to where, you know, King Tel is your 5th summon, because essentially Contract gets you to this places that, you know what I mean? It's literally the same scenario. So anyway, yeah, that's it, guys, for this combo tutorial, quote unquote. If you guys want to see or know about any other hand traps, comment down below what hand traps you'd like to see and know or like learn, you know, what this deck can play through. But without further ado, you guys stay safe, stay healthy. This is Charles from Team COG signing out.